Hey SPN family, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jill, and this is Roadhouse Idiots. Welcome back from our 2-week hiatus.
We went to Miami.
We went on vacation, so we were going to do videos on our off week, but then we were taking a vacation while Supernatural wasn't an off week, so it kind of worked out.
Yep.
So we're sort of getting back into our normal schedule.
We are. So tonight, ladies drank free.
Yep.
It was ladies' night.
Ladies' night.
Werewolves were abound, and...
I know, and I feel like the werewolf history has been like the most inconsistent history
Oh, do tell.
of supernatural monsters, because we start with werewolves. Like the very first werewolf episode was with Madison.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I remember Madison. It's like the first girl that Sam did it with, Sans Jessica, and then like he had to kill her, and like they worked really, really hard to save her. And then, like, they were like, no, I heard there's all these cure, like, we can try this, and it could be a cure, and they shot her. I know. And they tried it, and then they were like, no, it's not a cure, and then they called Bobby, and Bobby's like, no, of course, there's no cure.
Yeah.
And then Sam had to kill her.
Yep.
And that was, like, the thing. But then we find out later, both with Garth, and then with, like, that girl, that, like, independent film girl.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
But... Anyway,
I remember what she looks like, but I can't remember her name.
We saw with them that, okay, it's kind of like some people's like theories, like with vampires, that if you just choose not to eat, and you can eat like these other form of hearts and like not eat human hearts, and you can choose not to be a killer, like if that's like, you know, the vegetarian werewolf way. And now we're getting to the point where, okay, there is a cure in the early stages of it. And I feel like, I don't know, it's a lot of craziness, but I suppose the Brand of Letters might know something that Bobby doesn't know, because people all the time know this. And also, we hit on werewolves, feels like once every 3 years. That's what it kind of feels like. Once every like 2 to 3 years we hit on werewolves. So I guess like, alright. But like, I'm just saying, there's a lot of inconsistencies with werewolves.
Yeah, so...
in the mythology for Supernatural.
I mean... developing opinion, I feel like the inconsistency of how they handle werewolves is all about, you know, what's going to make a good TV show.
I mean, I was excited when Claire was bit. Cool, to be honest. And you
jumped out of your chair.
I was really excited because, quite honestly, I don't know, the cure kind of like got it out of it a little bit, but I was just really excited to see
conflict. Real conflict.
Exactly. First of all, Mick has to pick a side, because you know Sam and Dean are not going to just like let him kill Claire.
Hell no.
I like that, like, they called him on this. I like that too. Dean was able to like do double questionnaring, like question the guy in the bar and then also question Mick and then get to the truth of that. Because with his mom, a lot of people were complaining, like, how did the boys not notice that Mary was lying?
Yep.
And I think one of the really different crucial factor here is love is blind. And any form of love is blind. And because Dean was so, you know, putting Mary on this pedestal, I think it made it more difficult for them to see someone you love is hiding something from you versus someone that you don't trust and you have your normal game of. It's so much easier to pick up on these types of things. So like, Dean still got it. He still got his investigation skills. And I was really want to see where that battle is. I think we're still going to get it. I think it's just been delayed now, about Mick having to choose between the British Men of Letters and the Winchesters. Because I think now he's seen a couple of times that, like, okay, logic says that this is correct. The books say this is correct. The Men of Letters say this is correct. Yet what the Winchesters are doing has somehow been the correct choice multiple times now.
Well, that looks like a conflict that we might get a week from now, based on the 10-second preview.
We got a preview. I was so happy. We got a preview. It's back. So congratulations. Good job, folks. You did it, and you did it, and you did it, and we did it. All of our saying that we want our previews back, they listened, and we got our previews back. So, virtual high five.
Anyway, Yeah, it looks like there's like a very, very, very short clip of Mick being all,
having to choose between the Brits and the Winchesters.
He has to make a decision, and he had a gun in his hand. So when you put those two things together, there's a conflict, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. I really liked how involved Jody Mills was in this episode without actually being in the episode. I thought that was pretty cool. I felt like that really reinforced like that
they're still a unit.
That home unit, among Jody and Claire and Alex. And Alex is still like so new. Like I always forget about her. Like I feel like she's just like tossed to the side.
She's been there a couple of times, but I think she's more. But because she's not gonna be a hunter.
Yeah.
She's going to nursing school. So they don't want to write her off as if she's gone now because she's part of that family unit. But I also don't think it's as necessary to include her because she's going to pursue a normal life. And this show is not called Natural.
True. Touche. But yeah, I thought that was cool to, just reinforce like their bond without having to show it.
Yeah.
I felt that. The other thing that I noticed during the preview for next week was it looks like we're going to get a glimpse of who Mick's boss is.
I know, I'm excited, but that's next week.
That's next week.
You're right. Yeah, that's exciting. That is exciting.
I don't think of this episode as a filler episode.
But it's a one-off.
But it was a one-off. The only thing that you can really take away is like the struggle between Sam and Dean and Mick. And like Mick I feel like he's so, even though he's so by the book, he like wants to be liked by the Winchesters. Like I feel like he has this need to be liked by them.
As much as a stiff British man can have the need to be liked, he does have that.
He does.
How'd you feel about Claire this episode?
It's so weird because like I'm not like attached to Claire. Like, so when we had the episode earlier in the season with Jody and when Jody was possessed, I had that feeling of like, oh my god, Jody might die this episode. And then when Claire got bit, like I didn't have that same like moment. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I
thought this was her best episode.
It was.
I'll
give you that for sure.
I think this was her best episode. I thought it was well played out, and I liked because Claire's kind of had this like too cool for school attitude. That's kind of her MO, and I like it. But then after a certain amount of time, I'm like, okay, come on, Claire, listen to the boys, listen to Jody, because she had a terrible childhood. I'm not denying that. She's definitely has a difficult life. But now she has a family unit and like this chance to be normal, and she's choosing the hunter life. Yeah. Which isn't wrong, but she had more of a choice. And so she kind of gives this attitude like for a while that like, no one cares about her. And it's like, well, you do have a lot of people that do care about you. So sometimes I get frustrated with Claire.
I think she finally like
and this episode, I think she realized that she has all these people that care, and I was really proud of her at calling Jody. And I also like seeing her fight, and I like seeing her improve as a fighter, but I also like that she needed help and that she got bit, because I love strong female characters. I really hate is a pet peeve of mine. This isn't just for female characters, this is for male characters too, but I think it happens more with female characters, unfortunately, where you'll write a strong female character and then they'll try to make her stronger, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, she has no flaws, she's completely perfect, and it makes her unlikable. So I think by her improving but still having these flaws, to me, makes her so much more likable.
There's no flawless character in this show. I had completely forgotten that Castiel went back to heaven.
Yeah, he's still in heaven.
Like
he's
that,
chilling in heaven.
That did not get addressed.
No, and it's not going to for a little. They can take pauses.
Yeah,
and this is
Castiel's
I feel like
it could
episode.
Next week.
No,
maybe not. I don't know.
Two.
This was episode 16.
Yeah.
So there's 6, but technically 7 because the
because
finale is a
The
2
finale
hour.
is a 2-parter.
2 hour episode.
Guys, that's exciting.
That is pretty
We
cool. That's
haven't
never
had
happened.
that. Well, technically we did. Newbie. Well, like it was separate weeks,
season 2,
but season 2 because those
season 2 is a 2-parter.
that's a 2-parter. Like even though it was separated,
Yeah.
but that was a 2-parter because that episode started the second that the previous one
are we gonna
ended.
have enough? Like, do we have a memory card big enough to film a live reaction for a 2-hour episode?
For a
I don't think we
2-hour episode? Oh,
We're gonna have to get a new memory card.
we're gonna have to get a bigger card
We'll do it.
or film
We'll
at a
figure
more
it.
compressed rate.
No worries.
We'll do it. We
Cool.
have to do it.
Oh, of course we do.
All right.
Okay, Impala rating?
Wait. I
Oh,
want to
do
talk
it-
about funny lines because there
Oh,
was
there were.
a line.
The
Dean
scene.
Winchester killed.
Yeah, the first like 15 minutes of the episode was actually very funny. My favorite part was when they pull up to the hotel.
Dean just throws the keys.
Not only that, but then he goes in the hotel lobby and he starts
Mints.
pocketing all the mints.
I like.
That was awesome.
Now, ready? I want to ask
Little
you
baby shampoos.
what you think. Was that written or Jensen? I think that was Jensen.
Oh, 100%.
That was 100% Jensen.
100%,
That
yeah,
was
that was
a little
not
Jensen ad lib. But hysterical. I also really liked, and it was so subtly thrown in about how being a hunter. And they finally admitted it, where like Dean's like, you throw on the flannel and you become a hunter. Like it is a required uniform
can't learn
if
it
you're
in a
a
book.
hunter. You have to wear flannel.
Can't learn it in a book.
Okay, I came up with my Apollo rating.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready?
yeah. 1, 2, 3.
6.
I gave it a 7.
So
'Cause it-
6.5.
6.5. I think it deserves a 7.
Okay, we can give it a 7.
What?
We can give it a 7.
I really.
It's a 7. It's a 7.
Oh, we're supposed
It
to
is a 7.
split it. I think it's a
Yeah.
7. I think it deserves a 7. 7 Impalas because I thought Catherine did an awesome job
Catherine
in this
did,
episode.
yeah.
And I really like the development for Claire's character in this episode. Dean made me laugh hysterically, and I like the setup that I now think the British men of letters are now not going to all be on the same side. Before we were talking about that at the end of the season, it's going to be the British men of letters versus the Winchesters versus Crowley. And it's not. I think Mick can be converted. I think we're going to see conflict within the British
You're going to have
men.
like a Mick versus Catch.
Mick versus Catch.
Potentially.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I find these British men of letters people really entertaining. Let us know in the comments below, guys. Couple things. Did you think Claire was going to die? Did you? You did at one point.
I did.
You did. I was like convinced
I did.
that she wasn't going to. 'Cause, I don't know, it didn't feel real. But I feel like this is going to bite me one of these days because I'm like, so every single week I'm like, they're not going to die. They're not going to die. I do think someone is going to die at the finale. 2-hour finale.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who. But someone's going to die. It might be Mary.
Something about Mary.
Something about Mary. It might be. We'll see what happens regarding that. So let us know, did you think Catherine was going to die? Also, let us know. Because last episode, I asked you guys about Mr. Ketch and how you felt about him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how you feel about Mick now. Because I'm really enjoying these British Men of Letter characters. I want to know if anyone else is enjoying these British Men of Letters characters. So I need to know if we have other people feeling what we're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Don't make fun of me. This
What?
is exciting. We have to congratulate the Padillakis on their daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She was born, she's a St. Patrick's Day baby, but it was announced on Monday. So congratulations to the Padillaki family. So now they also have 3.
Little baby Odette.
Little Odette.
Odette Elliott Padillaki.
And actually, Genevieve Padillaki is doing a fundraiser, and half of the proceeds go to charity. And they're little hearts, and you can get your child's name and date printed on them, and they come in black, blue, and pink. So if you're interested in getting one of those hearts, if you have a little one in your life, or for yourself, if you want a heart, you can get a heart. You can check that out at this link below. And congratulations to the Padillaki family. See?
Congratulations.
That was a thing to say. You made it weird.
That's all right.
You made it weird.
I made it weird. weird? I'm sorry.
I made it weird. It's
Sorry.
okay. All right,
Sorry.
guys.
Didn't mean to. Didn't mean to make it weird.
Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up now.
Wrap it up.
Thank you so much for stopping by the Roadhouse.
Carry on and have a wayward week. Peace. Because I make it weird.